Welcome to Battle Rap Unfiltered. Today's episode, we're going to talk about JC and Bill Collector, the possible battle of the tournament winners. Today, we have LP, we have Mitz, and I'm your host, Kells. Welcome to the topic. First things first, do we want to see this battle?
I want to see it. I want to see. You know what? Bill Collector has been on a tear. JC's been on a tear. I think it'll make for a good battle. I mean, Bill Collector has progressively got better. He has grown on me. At first, I thought he was more antics, all performance. But when you actually listen to him throughout the tournament, King of the Dot, he was rapping. And he went against some pretty good competition, too. To beat Mac Myron and Pass, I think you got to give him respect. Those are passes, usually a person that's hard to beat.
Well, he also battled Dunch, and he also battled
Dog, something like that.
Mad Flex.
There we go. Mad Flex.
He battled Mad Flex and Dunch. And I don't know, but JC has some tough competition as well. LP, do you remember the highlights of that? The UM5 tournament?
Who did he battle? We know he battled Sheed. We know he battled Swamp. O-Red.
And Ice.
And Head Ice.
And I mean, how do you, in your guys' opinion, grading their opponents, who had the tougher, who had the tougher route?
I think Mac Myron and Passive too hard. I think, but because I can't really say she and that's it. Just she really because O-Red is fire. Head Ice is fire. And
Head Ice.
So I think I just answered my own question. It's JC.
I think it's not to mention JC. Swamp just got through convincingly beating two of the greatest punchers ever.
Yeah. And Shotgun Suge too.
And he beat a legend in Shotgun Suge to begin with.
Yeah.
So I personally think JC had the tougher competition. But I think JC and Bill Collector is odd that they've never battled.
Yeah, that's hard too because RBE had both of them at one point. So I'm kind of
they were both at the roster, I think, at the same time. But I think this would be a good connecting piece because, well, JC won the UM5 tournament at URL, and we have Bill Collector winning the KOTD tournament, the Grand Prix. I think it would only be fitting for them both to go back home to RBE and have a battle there. Because I think JC's last opportunity to battle was his battle versus Oops, where he also battled O-Red at the same day. That the Oops battle didn't happen.
Yeah.
So I'm not sure.
I think Bill Collector last battle was against Hitman, right? On RBE.
Was it?
That's the last one I could remember. Wait, what was it? I think it was Hitman. Yeah, I think his last RBE battle was Hitman.
No, wait a minute. When Bill Collector battled T-Rex, was on an RBE stage?
I don't remember that one.
Because that
was that after happened. Hitman? Was it after Hitman? Though?
That was after Hitman.
Okay. I feel like he did have one battle on RB after Hitman. I just can't remember which one it was.
I'm gonna check it. I'm gonna double check. Check.
But also, that
was Battle Academy. That was my
mistake. You double checking? We need to put some respect on RBE name because they've been giving us some fire battle. King of the Dot too. Some of the best.
RBE definitely been kicking out.
But King of the Dot has some of the best battles I've been to, bro. Like in person, Charlie Clips versus Daylight, Chilla Jones versus Daylight. I was there when Diz socked out Math. I mean, King of the Dot has some fire battles, bro.
For real, bro.
Yeah, I was in the building for that.
We didn't hear about that.
Yeah,
I was in the building for that. The rock, paper, scissors bar. I was in the building when Daylight spit that live. King of the Dot has some fire. They need to come back. Hey, tell Lush One and them to come back to LA, man. Nobody fighting no more. We good over
that
here.
rock, paper, scissors bar in the building. How was that?
Electric. It was electric.
Yeah.
It was fire. I thought that was probably one of the best room shakers. I think that's probably one of the best room shakers I've been part of. The best room shaker I've been part of, obviously, is the showcasing
Loaded hollows
gun
and
cakes versus gun loaded hollows. But we've been talking about URL too much. Let's talk about our King of the Dot and RBE. But yeah, that's one of the best room checkers I've been to. I've never been to an RBE event, but when they go back to Atlanta, I'm pulling up.
Bill Collector's last battle on RBE was against Swave Seva. That was earlier this year.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
That was this year?
That was about 4 months
about
ago.
that.
So, yep.
Oh yeah, I definitely missed that one.
Yeah,
The last battle I see was Sway
radar.
7 was against in a tournament against it was somebody on Smack for sure, but I forgot who it was.
Oh, I don't know. I don't remember. No, it was against Anderson Burris.
There we go.
Yeah.
Terrible battle, by the way.
Yeah,
Don't ever book them like that again in your life.
You know,
But Anderson did do good promo though. He's a great promo.
He destroyed the promo work.
I don't know why this battle popped in my head, but JC versus Sharon was a phenomenal battle in my eyes. I thought that battle was fire, and I don't think it gets talked about enough.
Well,
second round, JC.
That second round by JC was fire, bro.
Yo, it couldn't be rebutted. That's how crazy it was. So like
that's very true. That's one of the first things I paid attention to was Sharon didn't rebuttal. You know, I think it was like 2 rounds. He might have rebutted 1. I could be wrong, but he didn't rebuttal 2 of them rounds. And I was like, yeah. You know better.
yeah. He learned something. So what is the win streak that JC is currently on? Is it 13?
I think it's about his last loss was Loso. His last loss to me, I'm gonna just get my own opinion, was Loso. That's about a year and a half, 2 years ago.
It can't be 13 if I'm not mistaken, because he had to battle in the tournament and he won all those battles because he was at 12-0
before the tournament.
So he has 16 right now.
So he's 16 flat, huh?
Yeah, I got the app on behind me, as everybody can see. I don't want to be rude and turn around and exit out and find it. But
I'm looking it up right now.
But he is definitely second on the app though, because I think it's Rum JC Geechee or Geechee right. JC Rum. It's in.
I think JC orders. Is at the top at this point.
Yeah,
got to be right.
Yeah, JC is definitely.
Rum is.
Danny's number 4.
Rum is number 1. JC is number 2. Geechee is 3. JC at 22-2.
And that loss is the
Does
Loso.
It show his latest?
Loso. I wonder who is that second. I know one is the Loso, but I don't know who the other one is too. I wonder who that is. Probably Twerk or somebody. Oh, it could be
the app.
It could be Av. Because Av, the volume between JC and Av was pretty fire.
It was fire.
That was a debatable battle right there.
It was.
But just to move the conversation along,
well, I do think
this is a fire battle. I think it will be a fire battle, and to be in a neutral site like RBE, ooh, that will be fire too. Yeah. I wonder what Smack will say about that if they try to snatch that one away.
Smack would be like, "Do you believe?"
Loso is definitely one of his losses.
Right.
Yeah,
that makes
I don't know
sense.
about the other one, but
so like JC's last battle was against Swamp.
Mm-hmm.
Bill Collector's battle, at least to my last knowledge, is against Kane. That just happened very, very recently. And not for nothing, I think Bill Collector had a couple of stumbles in there. From what I was watching, he had a couple of stumbles in that battle. It was Gates of the Garden. That was literally 10 days ago.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I think is Bill Collector burned out a little bit. I know he mentioned that he was kind of done with battle rap for a little while. I don't know what was going on. Maybe it was something in his personal life, but I would like to see this style clash because these are not 2 of the same category of battle rappers. JC is not unorthodox like Bill Collector is.
Fact.
That's a fact. No, JC is a rapper, and he is very direct. I don't really think he's indirect most of the time when he's rapping. Bill Collector is unorthodox and he could be indirect. He could just be rapping about anything. He's rapping to get a reaction. He's more performance. Let's put it that way. He's more performance. He's into the antics. He He wants reactions. He raps for reactions. JC raps just to rap. I mean, it could get ugly for Bill Collector. I'm not going to disrespect him like that because he has been on a streak. I mean, I hear you say that he lost his last battle to Kane. You didn't say he lost. He said he was slipping up.
I personally had Kane winning personally, but
okay, I haven't seen that battle yet. Yeah, I haven't seen that battle yet. But judging off just their last, if I had to take JC last performance that I saw and Bill Collector last performance I saw against Pass, I would say JC gentlemen's 2-1. Respect.
Right. I think it'll be a close battle. I don't think Bill Collector's going to win it because to me, Bill Collector's battles were relatively like debatable. Like him and Mac Myron, fire battle. But a lot of people had Mac Myron winning that battle. And I think if you look at JC's tournament run, a lot of people had JC winning.
Yeah, like there was no debate that he.
There was not like, oh, you got robbed, or like, oh no.
Yeah.
You know, I think
Maybe,
JC was clear.
I don't know. I would say she, but I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna do that.
I think she hit a wave of being a fan favorite as an underdog because he came out of nowhere. He had a really good performance beforehand, and he had a good performance against JC. Yeah. And I think people are like, oh, they want to see more
angle. We're not doing this crackhead angle no more.
Yeah.
Let's cut it right now, ladies and gentlemen. The crackhead angle for JC is dead. Stop it. Please stop it.
Because he said it in the interview in the Black Compass that he has never done anything other than weed. And you got to take a person for their word until, proven guilty. But he doesn't.
He's the most high functioning crackhead.
Yeah, I don't know any crackheads. But
Facts.
come on with the stuff that he come up with. You can't be on drugs.
I do agree that we do want to see a JC Bill Collector battle. Is that something we want to see this year?
No, go ahead, LB.
Let's let JC get Lux and Surf and the rest of them out the way because we're already past halfway of the year. So I doubt that we would even get that battle this year, but I do want them to strike while the iron's hot. I'll say that much. So don't let this get too old where we asking questions like Rock and T-Top is 2 years too late. You know what I'm saying? But it definitely should happen. But we all know that JC has some unfinished business. So that, especially on his end. Now, Bill Collector, JC's not the only competition that I would want to see. But that ties into how his last performance was, where you were saying, Kels, it's kind of shaky. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So what he deserves. But this year, I don't see it happening. But I do want to see it happen.
Yeah, I would say that I would agree with LP. I want to see it happen, but JC got to come outside for Summer Madness. We need Surf. We talked about on our Summer Madness episode. Yes, it's got. Yeah, if you ask me, do I want to see it? I'm gonna say yes. Do I want to see it immediately? No. That's my answer to that question.
I think this battle would be prime this time next year, because I think that'll give JC enough time to get Surf, possibly Lux, and maybe even Averb, maybe if he even wants that still. And as long as JC doesn't take a bunch of little battles, as long as Bill Collector doesn't take a bunch of little battles, and they're diluting themselves or they're slipping up and having bad performances, I would still like to see this battle. And I think it would be really good around summer next year, mid 2023. I think this would be really good because I think their momentum would still be going. As long as they don't take a lot of battles that can diminish what they've been accomplishing, I don't see this battle like dropping off. There's no personal grudge there. There's no huge backstory. It's tournament winner versus tournament winner, 100K, 100 plus K.
Fact.
And I think that story is enough. Whose competition was harder?
Let it build. Let JC finish his business out. Bill Collector, he can continue battle rapping and facing his opponents. But yeah, it's not something that needs to be taken care of immediately. I mean, get done immediately.
It to me, it sounds like it just maintain your status, and we can revisit this. You know what I mean? This battle, this conversation. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely. Well, with that being said, I think it's unanimous that we want to see it, just not tonight. This has been Battle Rap Unfiltered. You guys have a good afternoon, good evening, and good night. Peace.